Otani's going to speak this afternoon. I guess you can't have his normal translator.
Can't have that one. We're talking about you.
I am way fascinated in what his story is going to be. What can his story be?
I was just going to say, what would make it, like, what would make sense to make it okay? Like, what could he say?
I mean, it's like his best buddy,
Yeah,
right? So that's
But what
you
could he
say.
say?
You say, my best buddy gambles a lot. And I mean, the problem is they said he stole from him.
Yeah.
They should have stuck with the same story.
What?
He's covering my gambling debts. But then he gets in trouble for being part of an illegal gambling ring. So they
Exactly.
couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So
this is
what
California.
now he's going to say he didn't know anything about it. He had access to my account. Look, I know what he's going to say. I didn't know anything about this. He can't say, right, that guy that they're finding all the stuff with, you know, the way they caught this is the way they caught all the steroid guys too. They raid somebody, and then they weren't looking for the Otani stuff.
No.
They weren't sitting there going, oh, yeah, we heard that Shohei Ohtani is involved in a illegal gambling ring. It's never how it works.
They looked for something else and it
They're looking
happened to be there.
Yeah, they look for the guy that's running the illegal poker game, and then they bust down the door, and oh my God, Leonardo DiCaprio's sitting there. Alex Rodriguez is sitting there. Like, they weren't looking for those guys.
Yeah.
But those guys have the big names. And so they bust this guy, and then he's got all this stuff where it's pretty obvious Otani's paid him $4.5 million. And it's like, but Otani can't say, yeah, I paid this guy. So the truth is, he's going to say he didn't know, and this guy's going to take the whole fall for him because he's the best friend ever.
Yes.
Truly the best friend ever. That's what Barry Bonds had. That Greg Anderson was the best friend ever.
Yeah.
Guy went to prison instead of saying, what does BB mean on this folder with all these steroids underneath it? He's like, I don't know, I plead the fifth. They're like, okay, you're going to prison.
He's
like,
all
okay.
right.
Yeah. Like, that's what's going to happen here. Why does this say Shohei Ohtani? Because I used his account. That's what the guy's going to say. And Shohei Ohtani's going to say the guy used my account.
Not to say I would
He
ever.
can't say I gambled.
I would never do anything illegal, but if I'm the friend of someone that rich, I'm taking the fall because then.
He is taking the fall.
But your life is fine afterwards. You get out of prison, this guy's gonna take care
The
of you.
problem is he tried to take the wrong fall first.
Yeah.
That's how it reads to me.
What do you mean?
He did an interview beforehand.
So,
And said, I am a terrible gambler. I bet on college basketball. I bet on college football. We never bet on baseball. We know the rules. The sign's in the clubhouse. We know. I wasn't betting on any baseball. So let me just make that clear. So we can go ahead and throw this out. We ain't betting on baseball. But I am betting. And I lost my ass. And my best friend took care of me, right?
But then he said he stole it.
Yes, because they didn't want...
Because
it
gambling's illegal in California. Like sports
Right.
gambling's illegal in California.
Ohtani can't be the one responsible. So now they had to say, that's what I'm saying. He did try to take the fall, but he took the wrong fall first. It's like, no, dumbass. Now he's still involved, right? You have to say, that's why they had to come up with the stealing story. He didn't steal from the guy. Come on. They're like best buddies.
Yeah.
He didn't steal his money. But
The only reason this is an issue is because sports gambling is illegal in California.
correct. And they couldn't say Ohtani did what the guy said, which is pretty noble. I actually think that could be true. I suck at gambling. I've lost $4.5 million, but he was floating me. The truth is, he is probably floating him. The truth is, Ohtani's probably gambling, but it's under this guy's name, and they're betting on friggin' USC football games and shit, and they don't care, right? It's the only way. They're with a bookie.
Yeah.
They're gambling with a bookie. And that's and they're both horrible at gambling.
Clearly.
Why are they trying to gamble
Clearly.
at college football? They're from Japan.
Well, they're clearly bad. It's $5 million.
No, they're bad at it.
They're real bad.
But they're probably gambling like crazy. Like you never know how bad. Like their record might not be nearly as bad as that sum of money would indicate, because they might be betting $500,000 a game. And this guy's taking the action.
also, the money doesn't matter to him.
That's right.
He has
And
more
this
money
guy's
than-
taking the action. But then they couldn't say, oh, like Otani's betting on this stuff.
Because
So
it's
they had to
illegal.
say the buddy's betting on this stuff. And then the buddy gets caught up in this.
Yeah.
And they say, Otani, they say, no. It's actually my buddy. And then his buddy says he was covering for me. And then Otani's like, no, I wasn't covering for him. He stole my money. Because he can't be involved.
Do you think he takes
He's
questions
gonna-
today?
He's going to say he wasn't involved.
Again, like if he
Yes,
plays,
that's what he's doing. He's talking.
Yeah.
No, but is he just talking or is he taking questions? He might just do a statement, right?
he's probably just going to put out a statement and leave.
I
I doubt he's going to take questions.
think he might.
You think so?
They had the. Yeah, hold on.
If he plays for the Chicago Cubs, this isn't a story because you can gamble on sports in Illinois.
It says Otani set to speak today. It says Otani is expected to address the media this afternoon. It is going to be. He's going to make a statement at 4:45.
Yeah.
Our time, 5:45 Eastern. And it says, I'm happy he's going to speak to what he knows and give his thoughts on the whole situation, said Dave Roberts. I think it'll give us a little more clarity. And, of course,
Basically, he's had a week for his lawyers to
that's
Come up
to
with.
come up with a statement. Yeah, I mean that's. This is so dumb. This is not a big deal.
Well, it's the IRS. And I mean,
Right.
It's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, it's California.
a
Because
lot
you
of
can't
money.
gamble on sports. If you can gamble on again, if he plays for the Chicago Cubs and you can bet on sports in Chicago, like you can just do it, like this wouldn't be a big deal.
What if he got up there and he said in English, I signed 10 years, $700 million. Kiss my ass.
I'd love it.
And then puts up the double middle finger. And,
Kiss
Yeah.
my ass.
He should. You should tell him to kiss his ass. Like, so what? Freaking bet on sports. Who doesn't?
I will say this. I know.
He's like, yeah, and I had Oregon
It's
plus
only-
6 this weekend, and it kicked my ass.
as long as he didn't bet on baseball,
he doesn't bet on baseball.
nobody's gonna. I mean, the general
public.
is not gonna care.
Yeah.
If he bet on baseball, people are gonna care.
If you bet on
Yeah.
baseball, people are going to.
But they say they knew, we could not bet on baseball. We never bet on baseball. We bet on the other stuff.
There should be a paper trail of that.
There is.
Yeah, so you know.
We bet on the other stuff. That's what we bet on. And we're not good at it. But,
Clearly.
they're bringing down this bookie, and he had a very famous client. And evidently, much like a lot of bookies, he went around bragging about how Shohei Ohtani was.
You should just
One
shut
of
up
their
and take
clients.
your millions.
That's right.
You should everyone should just shut up. If you have
That's
something
right.
good, just shut
That's
up
right.
about it.
That's right.
That's my advice to
He was
everyone
bragging.
in the world.
He was bragging. But most people say he's bragging about it. But bragging about the fact that Ohtani bets with him.
No.
And he has this relationship with
Yeah.
him,
If you have something good going on in your life, shut up.
Yeah. This guy, now the interpreter, has been fired. And Otani's going to say he didn't know. He never gambles. And I was trying to be a good friend.
Yep.
And he'll be lying, but I
And
don't care.
He'll be like, I didn't notice $5 million gone. Like, look at me. It's pocket change.
Ashtray money.
Come on.
You
I
poors.
obviously didn't
Stop
notice.
I know you want me to answer questions, but you're poor, so no.
Go away, peasants.
Yeah.
P.S. UConn minus 11.5.
The Chris Vernon Show, presented by Caesars Sportsbook, live weekdays at noon